Hello and welcome. Thank you for tuning into this week's episode of Knights of the Wrong Table podcast. I'm Percival, otherwise known as Nathaniel. I'm the editor for these videos. This week went a little long, so we had to split it up in half, and we're going to release the second half of this partway through the following week. This week we talk about a few different things, and as you've probably noticed, things are changing, things are being updated as we're going. We're trying to find new ways to bring you guys content, trying to find new ideas and topics and ways to better ourselves and the podcast for everyone out there. Every episode we preach to you guys about our social media. If you want to, follow us there. We have Twitter, Facebook, we have an Instagram. Subscribe to us on YouTube. It really helps us out. Leave some comments, leave some likes. Thank you very much, and hope you enjoy this week's episode. The following podcast contains potentially tough subject matter, controversial topics, and/or strong language. Viewer discretion is advised. What did the Zen Buddhists say to the hot dog vendor?
What?
Make me one with everything.
Shut up and sit down.
Get it? Because enlightenment.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello and welcome to Knights of the Wrong Table. Episode 10. We are 10 weeks in, boys. Probably 11 weeks.
Woo! Well, we're 10 episodes in.
10 episodes in,
We're
yeah.
10
Double
episodes
digits.
in.
Yeah.
We've done it. It's loud. It's loud.
Yeet.
I don't know why.
It's looking loud, dude.
Well,
No,
that's
it's
good.
not.
All right, well, then whatever.
I'm so confused. It's just fluctuating.
I think it's when everybody's
Did
speaking
you
at once.
did you
Maybe.
change did you change out the flux capacitor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do I look like?
A noob.
Yeah.
I love how in Ready Player One, that's like an actual insult in their
Calls his
tagline.
dad a noob, and
It-
his
it-
dad
like,
touches him.
it's just stepdad.
Not
Stepdad.
even. It is his aunt's boyfriend.
Oh, yeah, right? Right.
Yeah.
He's
Right.
almost there.
Almost there.
Close enough, I guess.
Whatever.
I mean, dating is almost married, right?
I thought
No.
marriage was more like
Exactly.
Not in the house of the Lord.
You get that language out of my Christian Minecraft server.
No, have you seen that? There was a Minecraft server that was
I have not.
No, it was a Minecraft server that was like specifically made for like I believe Poland, and like they had
What?
all those Polish things, and a bunch of Americans
there internet
came
there?
in.
What?
No. So
Not
a
since
bunch of
Hitler.
so a bunch of Americans came in and like destroyed the whole landscape and just plastered America on everything.
What would have been greater is if like a bunch
just-
of Germans
a bunch
just
of-
came in
I know.
in one day,
Put in a bunch of Nazi flags.
overnight.
Oh man.
Oh, you want to hear my German knock joke?
Sure.
9.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
We will ask the questions. You're welcome.
Oh, so that one
That
you're
was
gonna
loud.
you're gonna need a
Yeah.
a PSA for
Yeah,
that
it's
sound bar.
okay.
Envelope it. Envelope. Can I get a goddamn? Goddamn. Goddamn.
I'm gonna turn that down a little bit.
Just a smidgen.
Just a smidge.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
We went silent for a second.
Please hold while we have technical difficulties.
Do you want me to save my bit for later, or just want me to go ahead and do it?
Okay, so I have a really
I think
fun
the science one's going to be the longer, so we'll save that
No,
for
and
last.
that's
Okay.
absolutely fine. I think I have a really fun thing we can talk about. So a nude man. Okay. So no. Wait.
Let's talk
Was it
about
in
that.
Florida? I feel like it was in Florida.
No, it
Florida
had to
has
be
some messed up
California.
shit.
Let me, no,
It has
okay.
to be California.
No. You wish.
Arkansas.
You okay? So
Oh, wait, New York.
Arkansas.
It was in Virginia.
you absolutely wish. No. Let me see if I can.
Puerto
get
Rico.
the, I believe.
Dominican Republic?
All
The
right,
Republic
all
of
right.
Congo.
Denmark.
I don't know
Puerto
where it's
Rico?
at.
Okay.
But okay, so a man was
Bet you it's
caught
on Earth.
working out at a Planet Fitness.
Oh, I
But-
remember
Oh,
that.
right.
I
butt
remember
naked.
seeing that.
All right, so and when the police came onto the scene,
That's a raunchy looking dude too.
okay, some of the articles that were actually written said that he was doing a yoga pose. There was actually one that confirmed that he was doing a downward facing dog when the cops tackled him and took him out of there. And so
That's amazing.
Can you imagine? They probably stood there for 5 minutes.
His
No,
excuse-
Bill, I'm not doing it.
so-
you arrest
so-
him. No, I'm not arresting him, George. You do it. Let's get the new guy to do it. When's he gonna be here? 30 seconds.
So, do you
We
know
can
what his
wait.
excuse was? It was a judgment-free zone.
Yeah, he thought
I mean,
It's a-
that's what
and
they
that's
say.
a valid argument. I'm gonna be absolutely honest with you, but
They
yeah.
can't really get him for that.
No,
No
There's
one
nowhere
rang the
that
bell.
it says you can't be naked.
Did anyone ring the
I'm
bell?
pretty public indecency.
no, nobody's gonna.
Hidden,
Nobody
hidden in
rang
their
the
terms
bell
and
on him?
conditions because nobody reads those.
No, but I'm saying I still think that falls under.
Probably.
Yeah, no, nobody rang the bell for
Well,
like.
isn't that their
because-
fault?
no,
If they wouldn't have, if
that's
they
a
would have
lunk
rang the
alert.
bell.
When you get a lunk alert is when you're showing off when you're working out. You know,
Exactly.
Oh,
He's
every-
showing off when he's working out. They should have rang that thing like immediately.
okay, valid. All right, that's valid.
Yes.
All right, so all right, that's the small fun segment up front there.
That
that's-
was
I-
something.
It was
Yes.
Caleb.
all right.
We
so,
just bailed him
I'm
out.
just
today.
I'm just imagining that one cop that's like that just is ready for anything.
Putting on
and they're
gloves.
like, I think this is a job for Gerald. And they're like, Gerald! And he goes, Justice! And like runs in and just tackles a naked guy.
like there's something that's like not firing correctly, but they still made him a police officer and
Yeah.
gave him a gun. And
he
they
just
charged
wants,
him.
he
7
just
feet
wants the
tall.
evildoers gone. So like for like a week for his training, they put him in a school as a hall
like a
monitor.
wannabe vigilante just became a cop because that's
Yeah.
the right thing to do.
They put him as a hall monitor for like a week.
Where's the bandana with like the 2 islets cut out still?
where's like football war paint underneath
Yeah.
his eyes.
He's still in training. He's still in training. He has like one of those little wooden guns. He's just like
anytime he's like
He just smacks the
he's
bad
on
guys
call.
with
Anytime he's on call
Take
for
this.
for some kind of anything, he just yells justice and tackles whoever it is. It could be like
We have a speeder runs, tackles the car.
tackles the car.
Gerald, you're fired. Justice.
He couldn't work for them anymore after they said that to him.
Yeah, I know.
The fired line was supposed to be after.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
It does.
Well, it does. The
Doesn't
audience
matter.
doesn't know context.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, you win.
Doesn't matter.
But it do.
But what if it do?
all right. So I guess we'll get to. You want me to go ahead and do mine?
Whatever, sure.
All right. So
Yes.
All right. So we officially gave my segment a name. It's called
Yeet.
BS Squared
Hey.
because it's Boar's social bullshit. So it's BS.
I get it.
Got
I get it too.
Shut up, Edmund.
I'm sorry.
got
Gosh,
him.
I'm sorry.
All right. So
let me put him back in the closet.
Sorry, please don't.
So this week I thought about
Edmund.
Edmund.
shut up.
He's gonna be okay.
I would think he would learn
Jeremiah,
by now.
where did you put the chloroform?
I think it's in my vehicle. I'll go grab it.
This has just gotten worse.
Here you go, guys. I got it.
All right. I think Edmund's down for the.
That was so fast.
Yeah, I was like, the vehicle was right there, down the steps, and then like around through the garage, out the door.
That's
Yeah,
your
no.
marine training.
Yeah, that's all it was.
Well, okay.
And
so-
then I
so-
jumped back through the window. Like
Oh,
it was
God.
sick.
I already don't want to record anymore.
You're welcome.
No. Okay. So Boar's BS squared. Bow. All right. So there's my segment entrance.
I'm gonna have to make music for that.
Down BS squared. You can think of anything for me.
Okay.
That would be fantastic. All right. So I thought I'd talk about really weird jokes within America and America's hat, Canada.
America's hat. America
Not
has
jokes,
er,
laws.
Canada
Okay,
has
laws. I'm absolutely sorry. I'm ruining my own bit.
Canada
I suck at
has
this.
the best fence. America.
Well, yeah, you're absolutely. And self-defense.
It's just a
and
bulletproof Kevlar covered vest
weapon- No. So
of a country.
I like to think of it as
America.
Canada.
They don't know what Mexicans are.
Canada is America's trucker hat. All right.
Yes.
And then Alaska is America's ponytail. It's sticking outside of the trucker hat, you know.
see it.
Snapback, got him.
You know what that makes
Visualizing
Mexico, right?
Their dick.
That's literally what Austin said. He's all like, their penis.
Yeah, word for word, verbatim,
Penis.
quote unquote.
All right, so in Maryland, it is illegal to cuss whilst driving. The worst people in the Americas, Maryland, all of them, just I'm generalizing because they're god awful drivers. They will not get off the left side of the road. ever. No matter. Nope. So, anyways, if anybody is listening to Maryland, we're not sorry. So
We're not gonna take.
no. So it's absolutely 100% illegal to drive and cuss at the same time.
They enforce this
how-
by putting audio bugs in every vehicle.
I was about to say, how do they monitor that?
And you get
No,
fined
and that's
every
a great
time.
question. But at the same time, I guess like if because like there's a lot of video cameras now, especially
Yeah.
like people like dash cams and all that stuff. I guess people are or could actually get charged for cussing
I was
while
gonna say
driving.
it's probably one of those things that gets added on.
Yeah, probably.
You're not gonna get pulled over for cursing while driving.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. Distraction. I mean, they could.
I feel like there's some cops that would actually do that, though.
But they'd have to prove that they heard.
That-
it.
I mean, but
But I bet you a lot of people in Maryland don't know that's a law. And so that one moment that cop knows it's a law and like somebody's all like, fuck the police. And like
Gerald's
just
like,
flicking them off.
Justice!
justice.
No. And so, yeah, just
I'm
straight,
Gerald.
just straight veers directly into the person driving the car, like
Pulls up.
arrest them on the spot. And it's all
Pit
like,
maneuvers.
not in my town,
They're
boy.
on a bike, and he's just like, shit. And he's like, no! Justice! Like throws a soccer ball at the bike.
No. And so,
I'm
okay.
picturing the scene from was it Fast and Furious where they're saving Letty, where Dom like smashes his car,
Oh, that's
catapults
so-
himself, and
Yeah.
catches her.
That's so BS.
Justice.
Catches her in midair.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So,
Love it.
law number 2
Oh, God.
in Connecticut. All right.
Connecticut. That's
I know,
such
right?
a weird state.
And so in Connecticut,
Not
it
as
is
bad as Rhode
illegal
I
to
forget it
sell.
exists.
It is 100% illegal to sell pickles if they do not bounce.
Can you imagine having that job title? So you work
I'm a
at the
pickle
pickle
bouncer.
factory? Yeah.
I mean,
what
what
do you
if
do?
one batch
I
just
bounce
doesn't,
pickles.
doesn't bounce? There's just one batch,
I-
but like
no,
the
it just-
company.
It's a
can't
dud,
sell-
throw it
you
out.
can't sell- You can't sell.
So you every pickle that you eat,
Gotta bounce it.
expect that it's been bounced on the.
It has
on
to
the
have
ground.
the right velocity.
Not
and
on the
viscosity.
ground. They
You
probably
just
have an
bounce it off of
apparatus.
something.
The, you know,
Just
yeah.
bounce
They
it
have
off
it
the
on like a
wall.
cutting
Like, you
board.
just, like, if it hits
Like-
the wall,
like-
bounces off.
They lay in their bed. They're just.
Like they have a controlled system.
I
where they-
bail.
like a machine picks up a pickle, bounces it, and then a machine picks it up, puts it in a bucket.
Yeah.
No, they
And
have,
like, it
like-
measures how high it goes.
have
If
a
it doesn't, it
basketball
just
hoop.
slides it off the table.
They have a basketball hoop, and they just chuck it at the basketball hoop, and if it bounces in, then
Professional
it's good.
Connecticutans just like
Connecticutans.
bounce dribble pickles.
What do you call people from Connecticut?
That's a great question. Who cares? All right, so
Connectites? Canadians?
Canadians?
Connections.
The Kinetic people have
The
the right
lesser form
connections.
of Maryland? No, Massachusetts. Right? That's what's above them, right?
Fuck if I know. I don't know. New England is just. I don't know.
It's strange.
Yeah, we should really name that to New America because we're not part of New England or England. Screw
Oh,
them.
well, we just
America.
call them the
America.
strange.
America. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Oh God. Just a bunch of blank stares being
Right.
traded across the table.
Okay. Well, so continuing on with my
Laws.
really crappy segment. All right, so in Canada, it is
Nobody said it was crappy out loud.
I mean, now that you mention it,
okay. So, anyways,
Can you hear my thoughts?
so in Canada, it is illegal
Well, it's all like the preparation.
to paint a ladder because it has the, and I quote, possibility of being slippery when wet.
Wait.
It's illegal to paint a ladder because it will be slippery when wet.
but does that apply to the old ladders?
But
No,
acrylic.
it's illegal to pet to.
I mean,
Pet.
do they
It's
do
illegal.
they get in
it's
like with
illegal
the-
to paint
Hey,
a ladder.
Daddy, look, there's a ladder. Can I go pet it? No, son.
It's illegal.
It's forbode.
So, what do they do with wooden ladders? Are they just like stock wood?
I mean,
It could
Do
be.
they,
You
do they
just
not
don't-
stain them
you
or
could-
You know,
anything?
you could paint them before you assemble it into a ladder.
There
Valid.
you go.
But like, let's say,
Loopholes.
let's say I have an old ladder.
What if you take it apart? You have half a ladder and you paint it. The ladder can't be used because it's only half a ladder, but you've still painted half a
Well,
ladder.
How is it
So
taken?
you get half the charge.
No, but how is it taken apart?
Like-
is it taken apart immediately in half? Because you can always lean a ladder against the wall.
But it still won't function as a ladder.
No. I have a one-sided ladder. It's not like a like a little A-shaped
No, I'm
thing.
I'm not talking about that because that's still
You
a ladder.
saw it in half and then put it against the wall like a pegboard,
But why would
and
you-
you climbing up like a pig.
So how much are we talking here? How much?
Like a
moolah?
probably like a
I think
$500
It's
fine.
probably the one law that Canada applies the death penalty for.
Wow. I mean, I think you should have looked that up.
I'll
And then
think about
they have Gerald as the executioner, just with the axe above his head.
it. Justice.
Strikes him down.
A. Justice A.
This is Canadian, Gerald.
Oh
And
my
he
God.
apologizes
They just
after
kill. They
every
just
murder.
kill him on the spot.
He apologizes every
Execution.
time. It's like justice. Sorry, A.
Sorry, eh? I didn't see it here.
Okay, so finally, the final law for my segment, and this is the one I really wanted to talk about, right?
Oh God.
So in California, this is a new law. It is 100% in Santa Barbara. Let's say in Santa Barbara, California, it is illegal to sell or give out straws.
That's on the recording, by the way.
Good.
Good.
There's a
Good.
drum
No,
roll.
it's absolutely and okay. So not only is it illegal to sell or give out straws, you could be charged for $1,000 per straw, or 6 months in jail.
What the fuck?
And each straw.
What
each
is
straw is an
California
individual.
doing?
You get thrown in jail, and the guy
Like,
beside you got
what
like
did the
5
straws
tears
do to
tattooed
the
on his
country?
face and
No,
like
no,
a
so-
swastika.
What are you in for?
I sold a straw.
No. So here's the basic
How about-
gist
how
of it.
about
A
you?
waiter, Nathaniel.
Killed 3 people.
Nathaniel, let's say Cracker Barrel is in California.
Yes.
You walk to the table and you give a family of 4 straws. That's $4,000 and up to 2 years in prison.
Okay.
Oh, it's 6 months per straw?
Yeah.
6
per
months-
straw.
Oh, dude,
Six
I am
of-
going to go to California and I'm going to be like, give me a penny, you get a straw. Because technically I've sold it. And I'm
No,
going
no,
to sell 1,000 straws. Did you know California is actually one of the states, no matter what the crime is, no matter the severity, if you commit 3 crimes, the third one gets charged as a felony.
Okay, well, but
Is
that's
it at a time or like they
No,
stack up?
They
Okay.
stack up.
Okay.
So if you steal pizza 3 times, $20 worth of pizza, and you get caught and arrested, the third time you get charged as a felony.
So if you get 3 speeding tickets in California, that's a felony?
No, because that falls under like civil
Okay.
thing. That's different.
Okay.
But like actual.
well,
like,
I don't even think that's a
Like
misdemeanor.
misdemeanors.
Yeah, 3 misdemeanors. I
Okay.
don't even think the.
No, I know. I was just like, it's against the law. So.
Well, yeah, no, and so, but here's a great question. So it's illegal
get-
to.
if gay marriage was still legal, you get married 3
So-
times.
No. Okay, so the reason they banned in Santa Barbara the selling of straws is because it's like their initiative to stop down on their waste, their pollution, their actual physical pollution in the oceans nearby and also on the land nearby, right?
Because
And
you know
so,
the Pacific be floating all them straws.
2 things I want to
It
talk
do.
about. There's actually 2 things I want to talk about.
In water
In the
bottles.
state of California, it is no longer a
On fire.
felony to give someone knowingly
Suck a man's dick if you're a man.
no to knowingly give somebody AIDS.
Wait.
I mean, what if you love this person?
No. Okay. That's a different thing.
Then
I
why
love
would
you so much. I'm going to ruin the rest of your life.
No.
Have
no.
my AIDS.
If the other person consents, that's fine. If I don't consent,
I would have to get it written down. You'd have to get it written down, like, and them sign an agreement.
you're probably absolutely right.
Like, go
I
to the
contractually
courthouse.
give you
But
AIDS.
okay, but that's
I
like,
contractually contracted AIDS.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, but anyways, but it's no longer like if I have it and then I give it to you, Nathaniel, because we're sleeping together on the reg.
Yeet.
Yeet. All right, so
Every night.
So no, and I
Sometimes
give
right
it to
before
you,
the
and I don't
podcast.
tell
Yep.
you, and I don't tell you. I basically just killed you.
Yeah.
But that's not.
In like
But it's not a felony.
15 to 20 years.
In every other state, it's a felony. In California, they're like they just dropped
So
it down to a
does that
misdemeanor.
if you
That's weird.
Yes.
Why is that like? That's just.
to apparently lower the stigma for the apparently gays with AIDS? Like that doesn't make any or people.
what
or
if
not,
you
maybe not
just
gays with AIDS,
forgot?
but
What
like,
if you just forgot you had AIDS?
That's not
Dude,
something.
How do you forget you have AIDS?
I don't know. It happens.
Jeremiah,
I can see it
you
happening.
take daily pills that remind you that you
Well,
are dying a
You know
slow
what? He
and
was in the beginning process, and he just slipped his mind. And
Okay,
you know,
but-
Like it
Okay.
slipped your mind that we were recording today.
No.
okay. I was really busy today, guys.
No,
Jeremiah was late.
so,
I
but no,
was
like,
like,
Late.
30 minutes late.
It's okay. So it's one thing. It's one thing if you don't know you have AIDS and you give somebody AIDS.
Mhm.
It's one thing that like that's apparently that's fine. But like if you know and you're taking medicine for it and you give somebody AIDS,
I think there was someone actually charged. Like he went around and purposely gave as many people AIDS as he
Like a
could.
crack-
What a guy.
And they like he was charged for like serial murder, attempted murder, or something like
Yeah.
that.
What a warrior.
way
What
to
an
praise
upstanding
somebody,
citizen.
way to praise somebody that literally has probably killed thousands. Like
I mean,
Genghis
but
Khan.
but when you realize like that you're gonna die in a few years, and you're just like, I don't really have any. I don't have any hobbies. You're just like, I'm gonna give as many people as I possibly
Okay,
humanly can
Okay.
AIDS.
a community. So this guy
He's
goes
straight.
to a community.
I want to
center.
pass it on.
Like all
I want someone
of
to
the
remember
bad
me
aside,
before.
that's awesome.
No, so he goes to a community.
It's all
center.
bad.
So he goes to a community center, right? And like everybody's talking. So I knit on the weekends. What do you do, Charlie? I give everybody AIDS.
Oh my
No,
god.
it's like he's straight, but he's like, I'm not hitting my quota this month. Maybe I'll just go to a gay bar and I can rack it up a little.
That's amazing. Oh yeah, by the way,
oh.
I have a life-threatening disease.
after
okay.
the deed
and so
is
the
done.
second thing is that like okay, so they're trying to do it for lowering pollution, right?
Yeah.
America's
I
actual
forgot we were talking about straws.
no, America's actual
AIDS pollution.
so America's actual like footprint on the pollution, actual like physical pollution, is about
As
Five-
metaphysical pollution.
no, not like air pollution.
Okay.
Okay, like actual
Land pollution.
Land pollution. Yeah, you're right.
Lucian.
Lucian.
It's still pollution.
it's not the stuff you rub on your skin, but Lucian. All right.
Sploosh.
So no,
Canadian lotion.
Sploosh.
Lucian.
Sploosh.
It's about 5 to 8%.
What are you
the whole
talking
world.
about, E?
The whole world, and yet it's such a heavy crime.
So
for straws.
I understand wanting to cut down on wastes and that kind of thing, but make it an option. I mean, because Shenandoah Pizza has a sign that says we don't offer straws unless you want one. If you want
Boom.
one, ask for it,
Boom.
and then we'll give
Well,
you
see,
one.
here's my thing. Are they really going to start populating jails with people? Because jail
They
system's
already
already
are.
overpopulated.
Yeah, like San
Across-
Quentin is just a bunch of straw sellers.
They already they already are.
They built a new supermax for straw sellers.
The new
just
currency
built,
in
like, a
prison is
whole
going to be
building.
straws, not cigarettes. Straws.
Hey,
Dude,
buddy,
I'm not.
you want a straw? It's got a bendy bit.
Someone just needs to build their
How did you
business
get
out
that?
of straws. They just need to build their business out of straws.
You want to know how I got these scars, kid?
hey, you want a straw?
It was a straw.
It had a little bite mark in it, and it cut
It's from a Slurpee.
cut my lip. All right, no, but no, seriously, there are already people in
This
jail.
one guy had a straw.
Well, then how do you
I
sell
took it from
like
him.
topped drinks?
They-
like
they
big
changed-
gulps and shit.
They so
Straws built into the lid.
Starbucks. Here's a prime example. Starbucks in Santa Barbara actually changed the design of their for their iced coffees, for the design of the lid, to now have like this little lip and mouth so that you
Spout,
can
kind of. It's got a
drink it,
spout.
That's-
right? It
That's
uses
strange.
more
It's a
plastic
sippy
than,
cup.
than the original lid.
yeah, that's so
it
fucking
uses more
dumb.
plastic than the original lid and straw.
It's like these workarounds they're trying to figure out
No,
for the pollution. is-
California, I would
is
never want
bad.
to live in California. They have so many ridiculous laws on everything.
Did you hear about that woman that actually tried to get a little girl, like a 12-year-old girl, to stop selling water bottles because it wasn't a registered business on the side of the road?
Yeah, no. There was like a kid.
A lemonade stand.
There
or
was
something.
there was
Yeah,
a
and
kid that
lemonade
was
stands.
there was a kid that was selling hot dogs that this lady called and said because he doesn't have a permit. This kid's like 12 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. This
She
happens
called and
all
the police
time.
came and bought hot dogs from him and then just left.
That's
And,
what
they,
I-
happens
and
all-
like the city council gave him a permit just because they were like, you're like, why would you call the police on a 12-year-old kid selling hot dogs? Like,
Dude, it's
I
like
think he's putting
selling water,
cocaine in the
selling
buns.
water, selling lemonade because they weren't FDA approved because it wasn't any of these things.
fuck FDA approved.
Yeah, exactly. You were
AIDS isn't
absolutely-
FDA approved. He was giving them out.
Willingly. He
Exactly.
may have even sold it a couple
He
times.
didn't say
You don't
no.
know.
Hey,
Oh yeah,
Jeremiah.
and all my statistics. All right, so
Stop.
the
every fucking time.
so all of my statistics. Okay, so the law or the stuff for California I found on Daily Mail. So that's a very reputable website. And then for
But-
the
But
economist,
California has laws on everything.
You're absolutely
From
right.
everything from firearms to diesel trucks, which diesel fuel burns cleaner than regular.
Jesus fuel.
I said Jesus.
I said diesel.
Oh, okay.
gotta
diesel,
get that Jesus fuel. It's
diesel
Sunday.
fuel. Yeah.
Sunday fun day.
Okay.
Why?
Diesel fuel
Why did you
burns.
just hit your head on the
I
mic?
don't, I'm just. It's
So-
a weird
so-
day.
So,
Sorry.
I love you, Nathaniel.
Thanks.
so-
I love you too.
so,
I'm
So-
listening.
so, diesel fuel burns cleaner, right?
I
Yes.
consent to your aids, Nathaniel. Oh, does it suck to get interrupted, Austin?
No,
Oh,
I'm
Oh, last
enjoying
week
this.
was hell for you.
I know. Feels bad, bro.
Did you see the description of the video?
I know, I did.
I was like, we
laughed.
interrupt Caleb a lot. A lot.
Yeah.
No,
But
I
it burns
loved
cleaner, and yet there's extra regulations on having a diesel truck in California.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude,
That's
like,
why it's more expensive, is because
so,
it's better.
My brother's a truck driver, right? He can drive his rig in all, I believe, all 47 states, right?
Well, I'd like to
Contiguous.
see him drive to Hawaii.
Okay, no, but
I'd
like,
like
okay.
to see that.
Has the car from Harry Potter.
Without changing his rig,
Yeah, but
he has to change his rig
he can't.
for
He
Alaska.
can't go over the
He
California.
can't go to
line.
Hawaii, and he also has to change his rig completely for California.
That's so fucking dumb.
Because he has to lower it on the ground, and then you have to attach those wind skirts underneath the rig, and you have to move the wheels from further back on the truck itself to closer on the truck.
California is its own country now, basically, with all the fucking
You're
laws and
absolutely
shit
right.
they
No,
have.
you're absolutely right. And
I'd
We're
be
gonna
okay.
break away into the Pacific anyway.
I'd be okay with
I
that.
hope so. No. I mean, honestly, our economy would take a huge dip, but at the same
No, it
time,
wouldn't.
yeah, it would.
No, because Hollywood would just move somewhere else.
Yeah, they would just push
think-
it somewhere
think-
else.
I think our best bet is to just start buying stuff from Bollywood. Just literally.
I think we just
fully
need to
investing in
just give
Bollywood.
everybody on the Western Seaboard just a bunch of saws, so they can just cut fucking California out of the picture.
I mean,
right.
I was talking about
Seismic charges along the San Andreas.
how
Fault.
Exactly.
states had more. They should have more authority to change things and stuff like that. I mean, as far as
Keep talking. Yeah. you're
okay,
fine.
yeah, but I was just thinking about that. I mean, they're clearly taking advantage of that
I mean,
and having that authority and
Well, so
just
the thing-
making so many new things that none of the
I
other
wouldn't say
states are
taking
going.
advantage of it because
I mean,
they're
we should-
absolutely allowed to make these laws.
I was saying
No,
they're
no,
being
no.
passed
I mean,
through their
I feel like
Congress,
we should
their
be
state
at least
Congress.
in the same era of like laws
Well,
because
no,
I don't want
because
their law.
each
They're
state has a
idiots.
different need, and so if you were to create make a universal
well, I understand
law,
that. I mean, but like the truck thing, like that's ridiculous. Like
You're
you
absolute-
can't
but-
even.
but each state has. I mean, like it's ridiculous, but each state has that right. Like, and
They
I
have
know
the
that.
right to be complete assholes.
You're absolutely right, and like that's why like a lot of states like have when it comes to secretly recording somebody, you need to have a 2-party consent or a 1-party consent. I believe Virginia is a 2-party, or New York's 2-party.
I missed something. So you only have to have consent from one person in order to have
Yeah.
sex?
So if I had a taper, no.
You didn't say
The rape
no.
game has changed, boys.
No, actually, I think it. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but I think
No,
that's
so
actually
to
accurate.
So to record
oh.
someone, you have to have 2 parties. So
In
like
some
one
states.
in the morning, one party in the morning,
no,
then
like,
one in the evening, then
see,
you record.
I can record, and since I'm consenting to the recording, I can record me and you having a conversation. And that's why the Cohen and Trump had their conversation.
The big
re-
stink about him
Yeah.
recording something.
Cash. Yeah, that thing. Yeah.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
for the most part, I mean, every state has their own laws for their own reason, and people are stupid, so they're gonna have stupid laws.
You know what I just realized?
That's
I'm
why.
the only one that doesn't have facial hair. I'm pissed. Sorry.
Hey,
Barren
Nathaniel,
faced.
Nathaniel, do better.
Fuck you.
Get some Rogaine for that.
I mean,
Oh.
you got a pretty substantial amount of chest hair.
Looks
I can
down
make like a
shirt.
full brush with that.
Right on.
Just like steel wool.
like a horse brush.
It's a Tide commercial.
Yes.
It's a tight commercial.
Don't eat the Tide Pods.
You
All right.
don't?
No.
Oh.
No, the cotton candy in the attic is where it's at. It's an asbestos joke.
Yeah, because
got
you're doing the joke as best as you can.
Pretty sure you just gave me AIDS.
You probably.
Hey, in California, it's
I
not
didn't-
illegal.
I didn't consent.
So what are we gonna do about stopping those dolphins? Right?
Yeah.
we should
dolphins.
probably
So-
we should probably tell the context behind that.
Okay, so so, at what point in the week did Austin say that?
I don't know. Whatever day you asked if we had.
Okay,
coffee.
yeah.
Yeah, Austin, Caleb texted us and asked if we had topics for this week, And Austin was like, dolphins and how to stop them.
And then I immediately texted back an article from the National Post report. The only thing stopping dolphins from destroying us is their lack of hands.
And the fact they can't really breathe outside of the water for long.
Yeah, I know. But anyways,
Well,
here's a
they-
question.
Hmm.
How do dolphins and whales breathe while sleeping?
They don't sleep.
They don't sleep.
They actually do sleep.
Well, they probably go into like a trans state.
Actually,
Because that's what sharks do. That's what sharks do.
Sharks can't sleep. They physically can't sleep.
No, but they go into like a state where they don't really, they're like completely zoned out about what's going around them. Because I remember they were talking about this at that
can't see
aquarium
it up there
in the Outer Banks.
because he's in the way.
Well, there's also a thing about sharks. Like if you touch the
son of an ass.
underside of them,
Son of a bitch.
you can actually get them to like
Bring it all the way out.
go into like a coma state, and you can flip them over.
Oh,
in the
yeah, it's
water.
like if you flip them over, then they
recording.
stay like comatose,
I
right?
don't need to see the
Yeah,
recording.
but you have to get them to that. To
Well,
that
from the last
position,
time.
so it's kinda-
I tickle
Yeah.
sharks for a living.
yeah, it's kind of cool.
You tickle sharks for a living?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Actually,
I
no,
do it.
didn't.
I do it between my breathing classes.
Oh, yeah. They're the ones you were telling us about?
Yeah,
Which podcast was that?
The first response is, how do dolphins and whales sleep?
It's a valid
In
question.
aquariums and zoos, whales and dolphins are in the wild show two basic methods of sleeping. They either rest quietly in the water, vertically or horizontally, or sleep while swimming slowly next to another animal. Huh.
That would make sense.
At these times, the mother will also sleep on the move.
So yeah, they kind of do what sharks do. Sharks kind of go into like a trans state where they just kind of swim with like, it's like their mouth is like slightly open, so they're getting fresh water constantly through their gills.
Yeah, but dolphins and
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying
They don't have
sharks.
gills.
Yeah, I know. They just have to swim towards the top.
Yeah.
So they can.
I think the idea of swimming vertically and or horizontally is very interesting. Did you just see a whale like this sleeping in the ocean?
I think it's broke, Tom. Oh no, it's asleep.
I'm. Here's the thing.
Okay.
Whales
Have
are
you
fucking
seen
huge.
Okay.
And
Are they?
think about things used to roam the earth as big as a whale and bigger.
Mhm.
Whales are fucking massive.
Mm-hmm.
That's scary.
So
Not really. I wasn't alive back then.
Da, 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 da. All right, so
They do move in herds.
They do move in herds.
no, they are pretty big.
Have you ever wanted to just drink bleach?
Yes.
Anyway.
And the crowd said
And survey
yes.
says.
No, all right, so that's the end of my segment.
Yeet.
All right, ready for our first commercial, Austin?
Sure.
This week's episode is brought to you by Air.
All right. So what do we get with air?
Oh, well, I'm glad you asked, Bob.
I'm glad you tried to elaborate.
Thank you, because I do not know why should I purchase
How
air?
many times have you gone throughout the day and you're like, wow, I'm not breathing? Well, friends, Air is there to save the day.
Thank God. Show me and tell me more.
All you got to do is expand your diaphragm and you have breathed air.
Wow. I feel so refreshed.
But wait. Call within the next 10 minutes and we will double your order of air plus free shipping and handling.
You have got to be for what price? There's got to be
3 easy payments of $39.97.
What? That is a little outstanding. Can we make it a little lower, please? Because I
Free!
Yay! Unless you live in England, where the air is bad.
Freedom!
Offer does
All
not
right.
include taxes or local shipping charges.
Offer applies for Roman and triplet advantage. All right, so back to the show at hand. All right, so I believe.
Welcome back,
doing a
audience.
show?
Wow. So
If
was
only-
great.
If only we had an audience.
is it Nathaniel's turn? I think.
I remember the one episode where I was like, where you said the first thing we need to get, and he goes, a fan base. Just perfect response.
So Nathaniel's segment in the
Oh.
middle.
Pissed at people with Percival.
P.
P cubed.
a lot of this is gonna be me complaining about my job.
Well, that's fine.
Okay.
Is that
Your
what you always
segments
do?
are usually the funniest.
Usually,
So is this going to be about Kristen? Oh,
it can be.
beep. Well, the person that we shall not name on air.
Okay.
It's too late.
Too late.
Anyway.
I don't care.
Kristen Stewart?
Yes.
She's in Charlie's Angels now.
I can't say names. I'm not gonna say names.
Ooh,
I will, though.
I
Sure.
like that.
Johnny, Peter, Francis.
I'm just gonna
Reginald.
say that there's a server
Jeremiah's like,
that I
I
work
like the
with
Christian Stewart.
that
I
I
like the Christian Stewart.
Christian Stewart. Who's
Kristen.
Christian Stewart?
No, yeah, you got to keep it angled up.
No.
Put
Put it back.
You gotta keep it angled, buddy.
Stop.
I don't like it in that
That's
position.
how it has to. That's what she
Hey.
Hey.
So there's a person I work with who is
Bill.
detrimental to
Fred.
our earnings because
Kermit the Frog.
it's one of those people. Shut the fuck up. It's one of those people that you work with and you don't understand how they make money.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I had her as a waitress, and I do not understand.
Fucking terrible. She flirts with literally everybody.
Like.
Well, everybody with a vagina.
Does she bend that way?
Yeah.
She bends that way.
Well, she's
No,
got a kid, so I don't
She
even
snaps
know.
that way. She stays there.
Oh.
She has a kid.
4 years old. Oh, I'm giving way too much money.
God. Why don't you just tell everybody her address?
What's her social?
I don't know. 1, 2,
Um,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
8.
9, 10.
Okay.
It doesn't go with that pain.
She.
I don't.
Hey, if you rub it
There's,
hard enough,
there's an app.
Got him.
There's
Um,
an app for that.
there's a pill for that.
There's an app pill for that.
She's just so one of our absolutes, which is like our rules for serving, is when you take a party their food, you follow through until they're satisfied. Until you're like, do you need to get you anything else? And they say no. She doesn't do that.
Nope.
She will take the tray of food and then walk away.
She didn't even deliver our food.
She either walks away. We don't have to deliver
No, you're
food for
absolutely
our
right.
tables.
You're
Like
absolutely right.
we're not required to
But I'm
deliver
just
our own
also
food.
adding that
But yeah,
in
if you do, awesome. If you don't, it's not a big deal. We have like everybody's supposed to be delivering food no matter what table it is. But you're supposed to ask, does everything look okay? Is there anything else I can get you? And people will either say, no, I'm okay, or I need this, this, and this, or I'm missing this, or could I have this, please?
Where's the bathroom?
She doesn't do that. Well, she'll ask if people need anything, and then she'll walk over to your server and tell them what you need instead of getting it herself like you're supposed to do.
That's okay. Go on.
And so, one of the things that happened today was I went to a table, and first off, the guy got pissed at me
Yeah.
because how was I supposed to know that you're diabetic by looking at you? He was like, I can't have blueberry syrup. I can't have blueberry syrup. It's too sweet. I can't. And I was like, you didn't tell me that. That wasn't.
That's when you stab him with an EpiPen and be like,
Eat it. That wasn't on the menu.
Was he a little rounder than normal?
No, he just seemed like a normal
Okay,
Virginian.
Okay. Yeah.
Whatever that means. And he was just like, I can't eat blueberry syrup. I'm diabetic. And where's my toast? I wanted toast. And I was like, okay, I'll go get you toast. And I brought him toast. And then he was like, I wanted it buttered. I was like,
I thought you were diabetic.
we don't butter our toast. We don't. We just bring you toast. We put it in a toaster and we bring it. That's how it is. And then we give you butter to butter it yourself. Well, he was like, I wanted it buttered and I can't have blueberry syrup. I was like, I'm sorry. I'll go get you some regular syrup and I'll butter your frickin' toast.
You just see an angry Nathaniel in the back, like butter your fucking toast.
Well, okay. So he said
He's
that
like
he
buttering
said
his toast. And then
butter your fucking toast. God damn it.
Was it like all destroyed?
Comes
Was it
out and
like
it's
the
like
toast
all,
just
like,
like in
shredded.
Butter your
pieces?
goddamn toast.
buttered. I'm gonna give her some of that Famunda cheese too.
And that was a large spike. The guy said that the lady that brought their food was going to get it. When I realized that was this server, I thought, shit, they're not getting what they asked for. So I walk back, and she walks past me with 2 pieces of multigrain toast put together. Didn't look buttered. And I was like, hey, is that for the table? And she goes, yeah, the fucking guy wants buttered toast. And like handed it to me. Literally what she did was she took a scoop of butter, put it between the 2 pieces of toast, and then put the pieces of toast together. That's what she did.
It's
That's
a
how
butter
you
sandwich.
That's how you butter that toast.
It's a butter sandwich.
No.
And like, she didn't even like melt it. She didn't put it through the toaster with butter on it. She just took 2 pieces of bread, put butter on it, and took it to him. And I was like, no. I was like, he wants buttered toast, not toast with butter on it. You don't understand what that means?
I know.
So I had to go back and spread some butter on this toast and put it through the toaster and take it to him. And I was like, "Is that okay?" And he was like, "Yeah, but I can't eat blueberry syrup." So
He was really adamant about it.
I'm a diabetic. I can't eat blueberry
What
syrup.
about strawberry syrup?
So
Maple?
I got them their stuff, and this guy was just
Average
like,
syrup.
I've met diabetics, and they're not angry. They're not angry people at heart. Like it's just not a genetic thing.
Maybe he needed the blueberry syrup. His
But
sugar
he
level
was just-
found low.
But he was just angry. He was just sitting there like,
Well, he's got diabetic rage,
his
dude.
face was making this. His face was making this noise. Just
He's got
just
diabetic
constantly.
rage.
he's just. I'm angry and I'm diabetic. I can't have sugar. And he's just like.
Maybe he's just so mad because he just found out he's diabetic and they just told him you can't have
Aw.
sugar.
Actually, I found out why he was angry.
Why?
One of their family friends passed away 20 minutes before they came into Cracker Barrel.
Oh no. Okay, so we
I
can't.
felt so bad, but then he kept being an asshole, and I'm like, I'm sorry you're grieving. Your wife is crying. I'm apologizing to her because she said, I'm very sorry. We just found out a friend of ours passed away, and I said, I'm very sorry to hear about that. I'm very sorry for you. It's like if there's
Let
anything
me
I can
butter
do.
that toast for
I was like,
you.
if there's anything I can do, just let me know.
I'll double butter.
I'll just go
And
get some more toast for you. You want to butter it
So
again?
so he
Just like
and instead of just being
And
like
here's the blueberry syrup you
come
asked
out,
for.
you come out with literally all the waiters and servers with just buttered toast, like buttered toast, buttered toast.
Did you see them? They bring out like a folded Cracker Barrel blanket.
we just bring out just rifles out of nowhere, 21 gun salute in Cracker Barrel.
And like they shoot it to the roof.
But it's Cracker Barrel, so they're like antique firearms from like
This is all muskets, and we
1605.
take like 45 seconds to load each one.
with bayonets at the end of it, with toast that is buttered.
One of them had an old bullet. In
You
it
use
and
the
puts
bayonet
the
to spread their butter.
Tire screecher.
It sounded like somebody pulled out of a parking lot really fast.
So we've just come up with a new theme for Cracker Barrel.
So,
We're claiming intellectual.
but he was just such an ass. He was
Buy
just
it.
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
his mental state was just constantly. That's just this. All I can describe this
He's
man
really-
as is
he's
just.
really-
like that.
He's
character
really
from the
focusing-
Muppets
Yeah.
that always has that. He's the chef. Is that the chef? Right.
The chef's the one's on
The Grouch.
Yeah, yeah.
Talking about from Sesame Street.
No, from no. From
Muppets.
The Muppets. Like,
From the
Yeah,
Krog.
yeah.
Yes.
was he like?
Is the chef. Yeah, I know. He's
Was he
No
orange?
Sesame, all street.
Was he orange?
the happy time.
I think so.
Yeah.
A little bit.
He was
Yeah,
orange.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hair and he's
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, and then I have more people to talk about because people piss me off.
and then there's
And I'm
also
Percival.
Okay, so
animal
this
also
person
grunted
that shall
a
not
lot.
be named, that already named.
Maybe he's maybe
Shit at
he's-
her job.
No, maybe I have a theory. The guy was really focusing on the die and diabetic now.
Oh no. So anyways, so back onto the person that shall not be named.
You can complain about this person.
I definitely will.
Wouldn't it be nice?
She waited at our table, right? And we were there early in the morning, so it was we would get breakfast drinks.
Eat.
So orange juice, that's not like a refillable drink,
Nope.
you know?
It is
And
not a Cracker Barrel.
you would say when you brought a new drink, right, that you would take away the old cup?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She did not.
Wait, why was she bringing a new cup if it was not refillable?
That's what I'm saying. Like she would bring a different drink. Like they ran out of orange juice. So they ran out of orange juice, right? And so when I drank my orange juice cup stayed on the entire it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
But it is a big deal when I've got 5 cups on the table
Yeah.
and there's only 2 of us.
Yeah.
And 5 of them.
Dang
are-
you thirsty.
Well, yeah, I drink a lot when
I have somebody else to complain about now that you said that.
No, no, and so that's like one of those things where it's like I drank the orange juice and they ran out of orange juice. So I was like, okay, then what else do you got? Like that's kind of breakfasty. And she's all like, well, we have this kind of orange drink. And I was like,
Tang. We
That's
can
like-
mix
Like
it.
what?
Fanta?
so what orange drink do you have? Like I was actually curious. I was like, yeah. It's like, yeah, it's some like orange drink, and I mean, I was like, okay, I'll try that. And it comes out, it's basically Sprite with a hint of orange juice in it.
Oh, the new blue sky stuff. That stuff's amazing though. The blood
was-
orange and the black cherry.
What was
That
what,
stuff's
what,
fantastic.
What color is it supposed to be?
It's not supposed to be any color because it doesn't have any of the artificial preservatives and colorings in it.
Okay.
It's supposed to be that color.
Okay. All right. Anyways, I'm not complaining about the drink. It was absolutely delicious. I tried 3 of them.
3 of them. You tried 3 of them?
Well,
You tried the first
I got
one.
I got the blood one.
Blood orange.
And then I
The
got
blood
the
one.
other one, which
Okay.
Black cherry.
the
Tiger-
black cherry.
Black
Tiger
cherry's
blood.
fantastic. I love
I
that.
tried I drank the black cherry.
You just went
I
through the whole
went to the
thing.
other one, and then I went back to the black cherry, and
Okay.
it was not an extra charge, which was nice because they ran out of orange juice.
I'll take one of every drink you have to offer.
My bad. So and so yeah, I went through a couple of drinks, right?
Yeah.
Not a single one of them was picked up. And then like Caitlin, on the other hand, she had like her orange juice and a glass of water. Her cup full of orange juice did not leave the table, and so it was just kind of like she was never around. Didn't wait or didn't like really. And then like at the very end, at the very tail end of like basically ignoring us the whole time, she comes and tries to flirt with Caitlin, and it was really kind of annoying. I was like, what are you doing? Like just so that she could smooge that nice little tip that she could possibly.
That's what she
get.
does. Is she? Well, what I figured out is that she'll flirt with people to try to get tips. If it's like guys or girls, she'll flirt with anybody.
Yeah.
And if flirting doesn't work, she'll try to talk about her kid and
Mhm.
how she doesn't have a lot of money for him, and then people will give her tips.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how do I work 5 times harder than you do for longer shifts, and you still make 3 times the amount of money?
Because she's got
I
a
do?
higher victim status than you do.
So
Yeah, that's
like,
basically it.
it's-
Dude, you should walk up to
it's
be
just,
like,
like,
"Man,
sometimes I feel like I'm being-
I just
I'm-
gave birth, and I don't know if I can afford to keep it."
Just walk up to the table. I am a trans black woman, and
I'm also a
Trans race
lesbian.
now.
I'm also a lesbian,
And I used to be a fish.
no,
but
and
I
like,
identify as.
An attack helicopter.
I was supposed to say toucan.
But and it's like I feel like I'm being there's a prejudice against male servers.
Yeah.
Is that too far fetched? But I feel like
There's a
male
lot of-
servers make less money because they're male servers.
Yeah.
unless
I
you're
mean, if it's at Hooters,
a
you're
very-
absolutely right.
Unless you're a very handsome male server.
Yeah.
and
like-
you get the lucky table of girls.
Oh yeah.
Like
Even then-
ladies' night.
I've seen like
I mean,
nice-looking guys that
I
worked
always
at
give,
Cracker
like,
Barrel
20%
not get tipped at all.
Yeah, no, I mean, because that's, I mean, if it's, I always give $5 until it breaks past where that's not the 10%.
Yeah.
So it's like if it's a $20, a $20
$100
bill.
tab. Here's $5.
Yeah, I know.
Speaking of which, I had a table. It was a $150 check, left $16.
Yeah.
And it was a table that I was forced to split again. Because
Yeah.
for whatever reason, Sundays are like, oh, Nathaniel's here. He knows how to do his job. Let's give him the tables that he has to split with people and not make money. So that's fun.
Yeah.
And they gave me $8 each.
Yeah.
Well, it was like $7.50 each.
Go somewhere else.
I can't. I don't want to.
Oh, you could. You just don't want to.
I don't want
I'm
to.
saying
Like,
if-
it's good money for what I work.
Can you have a sit down with your manager and be like, hey, listen.
You probably
Listen, buddy.
I mean, I made over $100 today for
You
5-hour
probably
shift.
could.
I mean, regardless, though.
could. Just like straight up talk to him. It's all like,
It's not
I'm-
fair for you to get the short end of the straw every time because you're
Well,
the
there's one in
best
each dining
worker.
room.
Yes, but why do you always get it?
Probably because of the time that I work. It's just easier to rotate my section out. I don't know.
And then there might be something that you could, I mean, because you could possibly switch sections with somebody. You could,
They don't
Or-
let you do that.
or I mean, but there's always
I
some
will
type
not
of
work
negotiation.
the third or
You
fifth
can always
section.
negotiate something.
I mean, I'm not really worried about it because I still make money. It's just I feel like I could be making more. I mean, I can't really complain because last week was the week that I was sharing that table and the girl was like, hey, do you want to take this? And then I took it and got a $76 tip. So,
I mean, so you do
mean-
have good days.
yeah, there's good days, but they sent me home Thursday because we had two tables come in 45 minutes. And there were
Wow.
10 servers on the floor. So they sent like 4 people home.
And then that's when you get flooded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's when you go,
But-
I'm not coming back.
But it was dead
Yeah.
on Thursday.
Nice.
But so there was a guy that they came in with a party, and it was him and his girlfriend. It was like a big party, one of the tables that had to share. But they came in, and this guy ordered, he ordered a Coke. It doesn't matter. He ordered a soda, and then his girlfriend or wife, whoever, got a mocha, an iced mocha, and then they drank whatever. She's not even done with it. Barely touched it.
Yeah.
He has barely touched his Coke and was like, "Hey, can we get some creamer?" Nobody at the table's drinking coffee, except for the mocha.
Yeah.
And then he pours 6 creamers into a mocha, an iced mocha,
Yeah.
drinks it,
Yeah.
even though she ordered it,
Yeah.
asks for a water.
Yeah.
I was like, brought him a water,
Yeah.
and then asks for a sweet tea,
Okay.
and then asks for an orange juice.
Okay.
I was like, what the fuck?
He just wants to. He just
And
likes.
he
I'd like
drank
to
like
try
3
all
Cokes
the
before he
things.
switched. I'm like, what the fuck are you made of?
It's just that's what we
I
call
only
a
absorb
thirsty man.
nutrients.
He's
to
very
liquid.
hydrated. That's all I gotta say. A lot of sugar, but
And
He
then
is not
hydrated.
diabetic.
the one lady
Diabetic.
maybe he has AIDS.
that I have to complain about. Oh my god!
And we're back to being offensive again.
And we've come full circle. The one lady that I have to complain about came in. First off, if you look at our menu
I have many a time.
in letters,
Yeah.
Mhm.
there are things.
Yes.
Words.
That's how a menu works.
Yeah. Yeah.
so
yeah,
you
yeah.
so you would assume
Yes.
people would read it.
No. Never.
Nowhere on our kids menu
Yes.
is there anything, like any sandwich that doesn't come with meat besides a grilled cheese.
Okay.
You can't customize a grilled cheese.
Okay.
It's a grilled cheese.
Can I have a sautéed cheese instead?
I mean, okay. Well, your restaurant doesn't customize grilled cheeses.
Yeah, I mean you can customize grilled cheese, but like
I'd like a grilled cheese with
I mean,
a tomato.
if you're ordering a grilled cheese, normally you're just like,
delicious.
I want a grilled cheese. I agree, but we have to charge for tomatoes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently,
Tomatoes.
this isn't common knowledge.
Oh, yeah.
She ordered,
Yes.
and I quote,
quote it.
a kid sandwich,
Yes.
but I want 2 pieces of toast,
Yes.
just toasted, lettuce, tomato, and onion.
Okay.
That's it. That's all she wanted.
Okay.
Lettuce, tomato, onion.
Okay.
First off, that's a little odd. Getting a sandwich, lettuce, tomato, onion. It's not a sandwich.
That's
It's
not.
a salad with bread.
Yeah.
it's 2 salads.
She's a vegetarian.
two salads.
She's an
I
idiot.
get that, but get a BLT, no bacon.
Yeah.
Don't be a cheapskate.
Yep.
BLT, no bacon. You get a side.
I would like free food. That's just.
And,
Did you
of course, I was like, fucking,
ring it up
Kids.
as a BLT with no bacon?
no, I didn't think about it. I forgot we had a BLT because it's not on the menu. We have, like, grilled tender BLTs, but
Yeah.
there's not, like, a BLT on the menu.
Yeah.
So I rang it in as a grilled cheese, no cheese, sub other bread, or
Yeah.
sub sandwich bread, sourdough toast,
Yeah.
add lettuce, add onion,
Yeah.
and then I had to go to the sides to vegetables and add 2 slices of tomato for $1.29.
Yeah. She did not like that.
She was like, well, when I brought the food out, she was like, "Oh, you did so well on my sandwich. Thank you very much." I'm like,
It was hers.
"What?"
It was for her, like not a kid.
No, it was her. It was for her. I was like, "Okay, you're very welcome." I was like, all I did was press some buttons. But
Darn right, I did that well.
and then later when they're about to leave, she goes, "Our check's wrong." I was like, "What do you mean?" And she was like, "Last week I came in and they charged me $4.59. $4.89 was this sandwich."
Wow, that
Okay.
was loud.
And she pitched a fit to me about 30 cents.
Yeah.
And then she was like, and the lady last week didn't charge me for tomatoes. And I was like, ma'am, we are required to charge you for tomatoes and anything extra that doesn't come with your meal. I was like, any extra sides you add, besides extra biscuits and refills, we have to charge you for
So how does it work out? So you actually have to ring it up on the thing, and then the chefs know about it, or do you actually tell the chefs and then ring it up?
We ring it in. If it comes out, like if you ring it in the initial meal,
Yeah.
then you just ring it in and they know about it.
Okay.
But if, let's say, your meal's out, it's been out for 5 minutes, and you decide that you want 2 pancakes, I would go back and say, I need 2 pancakes, I'm about to ring them in.
Yeah.
Just so they know, so they can kind of
go ahead. and start.
understand.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That, or if you need something weird, like one time I had a guy ask for 2 over easy eggs and gravy on top of his pancakes.
Okay. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So so what we do is we have a
Sounds
button.
delicious.
So we
Sounds
have a
pretty
button that says "See server." You press that, and then you just write down what you need
Yeah.
and hand it to the grill cook.
Yeah.
So they know.
Yeah.
Well, I figured out a way to ring it in. It's $4.89. And I put in the tomatoes for $1.29. She's like, our ticket's wrong. Last week the lady rang it in for this, and it was $4.59. And she didn't charge us for tomatoes. And I was like, well, we're required to charge you for tomatoes. We have to do
If
that.
she didn't charge for tomatoes, then it would have been off by $1.30
Yeah.
or whatever.
Well,
Yeah,
she's
you're
like,
ab- yeah.
no, because it shows you the tomatoes and the
Yeah.
price,
Yeah,
and
evidently
then
she rang it up
and then
differently.
the sandwich and the price.
Yeah.
So she could see that it was separate.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
But fucking 30 cents.
No,
I was like, I compared multiple like children's
choices.
choices, like different. I compared a grilled cheese, a hamburger, and a cheeseburger, and they were all the same price.
Yeah.
So, and I was like, I don't know what she did different. And I was like, but she didn't do it correctly because we are required to charge you for tomatoes.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, let me see if I have the receipt so I can show you what she charged me. And I was like, I believe you. I was like, I'm required to charge you for tomatoes, and that was the cheapest option I could find you. And she was like, okay, and then just left. Well, my manager comes up later and was like, hey, good job charging her for tomatoes like you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And he was like, she pissed him off too. Because he was like, she was trying to get free food because everything was wrong. And he was like, I've walked to that table. Nothing was wrong.
Yeah.
And he was like, she's complaining about 30 cents. And he's like, if you're going to be that cheap, don't eat at Cracker Barrel.
No, that's valid. Don't go to.
It's like my
anywhere
manager
where
said
you-
that and was like, if
they
you're
know
going to be
your
that cheap
prices
and try
there,
to get food
honestly.
that like you're not paying for, don't come to Cracker. Like eat at home or eat somewhere else.
Yeah,
Well,
Well,
exactly.
what she said to me was, before she left, she's like, well, next time we come here, I'm just going to bring my own food. And I was like, then why are you eating here?
That's valid. That's weird. No, but there's if you're gonna throw a fit over 30 cents, you don't go to any restaurant in which you have to be sat by a host.
Yeah, exactly.
Period.
Valid. I
you-
mean, yeah, that's valid.
I'm
because-
guessing she didn't leave a tip.
They left $2 for 4 people. Yeah. I love
You
those
covered that
people.
one already.
I love those people.
Just do better.
Just do better.
You should get that
He-
tattooed.
Yeah, just do better. He was
Do
my
better.
manager was like, yeah, you did the best thing for her. Like you rang it in as cheap as possible. So I don't know why she's complaining. She just doesn't need to eat here anymore.
Yeah.
He was like, look, because
Take a
she was
knife,
arguing with him,
Take a knife and,
and
stab a picture.
he was like,
of her.
I told her, you know, you don't have to eat here anymore. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. I was like, are you fucking kidding? It's 30 cents.
It's like you're not gonna hurt.
I mean, and her
Cracker Barrel's
it wasn't even a
profits.
sandwich. It was like
It's a salad with bread.
it was anything.
It was just
she ate.
it was
nothing,
a full salad, but with croutons put together.
She should have just got a salad with croutons.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
it's just people don't read the fucking menu.
Moral of this story.
Tomatoes
Read the
aren't
menu.
included.
Yeah. We're at an hour.
Oh my gosh! It's time for another commercial break.
Oh no.
So Austin, what are we selling today?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Bob.
Thanks.
He's stalling. He doesn't know.
I know.
No, I do know. I do know. It's dirt.
Oh my gosh!
Oh
So
If you
why
call-
on God's green earth would I want to spend money on?
Well, I know what you're thinking. You
Dirt.
think you have your own dirt, right?
I do.
But it's not this dirt.
Okay, valid.
This
so what
dirt
is this dirt?
It's so much dirtier than your dirt.
Ooh.
I don't know how
But
else.
it-
You need to order it to see.
Is it dirty dirt?
It is. It is quite. It's
Okay.
great dirt.
So I am very intrigued. Number one, there is somebody recording me right now.
Yes,
So
yes,
what about
it's for the
what about this
commercial.
dirt?
This dirt is the best dirt to grow things like grass, weeds.
Is it fertilized?
Weeds. Sure.
Okay, sweet. I am sold on this dirt.
I'm glad.
But tell me more.
I
Just tell me more.
handle
Yes.
all purchases. Okay. First
okay,
off.
okay.
So
okay.
you know it's been touched by the master.
Okay.
Okay.
Touched.
Touched.
Graced.
Molested
free-
by the master.
Free handling. Okay. Ships. if it fits in the USPS box, it ships. Okay?
For a low flat rate.
The lowest flat rate or just a low flat rate?
A low flat rate.
Oh, okay.
It could be the lowest. I don't know.
Okay, valid.
I don't feel like looking that up. But yeah, ships to your doorstep within 10 business weeks.
Okay. Whoa. My God,
How
Austin.
much dirt though? How much dirt?
However much you want. We just got to put it in more boxes.
I don't know
So you could get 50
any other
boxes of dirt.
service other than the air. I don't know any other service that I need more than this dirt service.
Thank you. And
You
you
know-
guys,
you know what?
you
I
guys
agree.
just bought a house.
You know what?
We
I
have
agree.
a lot of fresh dirt. We have some of the best dirt to mail you right now. So for just a small payment of $19.99, you can get 1 box of dirt.
What's the small payment?
$19.99.
He just said that.
Yeah,
I know.
said for 1 small
I
payment
wasn't
of
paying attention.
$19.99.
Clearly,
Okay.
because I'm your average Bob.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Listening-
lost him there.
I
There was
did.
like some signal like interference there.
Wow. All right. So, I am sold
Great.
on this dirt.
Call the number 8675-309.
It sounds like a great time. Now back to our regular programming.
Okay, someone is unbuttoning their shirt right now.
He has an undershirt. It's
We
all
won't mention
Darn.
who.
It's
Darn.
Nathanal.
Darn.
It's Nate.
Bitch.
So are we moving on to the big trippy topic?
Okay, yeah, okay.
So we're at an hour now. So this has been the podcast.
Hi.
However, we're having like a post show that's still the podcast. It's just going to be the rest of the podcast is going to be this one topic
Yes, yes. it
until
is.
we end.
It's
So if you don't want to hear about space and
Time.
mathematical science shit, bye. You're
All
done.
right.
move forth from your current position and location to a new one.
What if I want to move fifth? And
What if
receive
I-
a toaster.
But what if I don't want to make it to fourth and go to
So-
third?
So, time is a relative construct, is it not?
Before time
But it is physical.
Metaphysical.
No, actually physical. I have a handful of time right now.
Okay.
It's a wonderful seasoning.
Okay.
You know who else is very
Oh, I
physical?
forgot time is seasoning. I was like, this is going weird.
That's thyme.
Oh my god. Sthyme.
Thyme.
I thought it was themey.
I have too much thyme on my
Theme.
I
hands.
thought it was themey.
You know what else is very
Fuck, I have a
physical?
lisp. I can't just say
My
Rice
uncle.
Krispie treats. You want a blue bar?
No, I can't have
touch
blueberry
me.
syrup.
I'm diabetic.
Shut up and sit down.